Hey everyone, I'm really excited to talk about this bag. This bag is pretty much like a grail bag for me. It's peak carry. I've reached the top of the mountain. I don't know where else to go from here. And I'll tell you why. This is the Wilboro Revival Satchel. Wilboro is a one-man shop in Canada, does it all himself with premium materials. So about 2 months ago, 3 months ago, August more or less, I was really looking for a heirloom piece, something that it didn't matter. It was 20, 30, 40 years that I've been using it with good maintenance. I knew that it would be something that I could hand down, keep it going, keep using. And I looked around, but then my buddy Lorenzo tipped me off to this bag. And as soon as I saw it on the website, I immediately knew I wanted this bag. But Wilboro only makes a few of these at a time, and sometimes he goes long stretches without making any. But I was able to get one, and I'm really excited. This is not a cheap bag by any means. In US dollars, it's about $800. So it's not a cheap bag. But again, like I was saying, I wanted this one because I knew that it was like upper echelon. I mean, where do I go from here? I don't know if I can do better than this aside from maybe getting a racing atelier bag at like $1,500, which I'm not going to do. So let's talk about this bag. So this is a messenger. The materials, this is English bridal leather all around. This is my second full leather bag. So it's English bridal leather. On the inside, it has these copper rivets that keep things in place. But then there's also really cool modern bits as well. So despite this very heritage looking design and material in terms of the English bridal leather, you get like these magnetic fidlock snaps that close the bag almost instantly. You get these really nice metal accents. You get this swivel, which if I'm not mistaken was like hand designed by Wilboro. And they could be changed. Like for instance, I like wearing my bags on my right shoulder. When I got it, it was left shoulder oriented. So I switched it and it was easy to do. It took me just like an Allen wrench and one other tool, and I was able to switch this out. So let's go into the bag. Let's go to the outside of it. Let's go to the inside of it, and I'll let you know what my thoughts are. I've been using this now for a couple months. I've been taking it. I use it as often as I can, honestly. I've taken it to business stuff. I've taken it to leisure stuff. I think I may travel with this to Kentucky. I'm not exactly sure just yet. But anyways, so one of the things I loved about this bag was the heritage-looking nature of it, but the simple design. There's not a ton going on, but what is going on is beautiful. Like the shape of this bag is beautiful. The handle is nice. This design here is nice. This singular little symbol for Wilboro is nice. So you go into these fidlocks, you have to pull it down, and then it comes up. You have this back panel here. I mean, your body is going to be up against this the whole time, so you really don't need anything crazy here. It has this nice little indentation on the bottom, and I've actually enjoyed this because it has conformed really well to my body. And then you have this strap, which it's wide, but then it also has this felt in the bottom. So if you use briefcases quite often, you know that briefcase straps, unless they have felt in the bottom or something causing some friction against your clothes, they slip. But this bag stays in place even when you use it in one shoulder carry. I gotta say that this is really comfortable, very comfortable. even with it fully loaded, it is a comfortable bag. Then another cool thing, despite being a heritage piece, cobra buckle. So you have modern flair with like old heritage design, and I think it's really cool, really cool. Let's go into the inside real quick. So in the inside, you see this material, right? This is like space age material versus old world material. This is UVX. Oh man, I forgot. It's UVX 40, I believe, but it's an X pack. It's waterproof and it's really tough, but it adds a nice feel to it. It's like the juxtaposition between the leather and this like space age material is just really nice, really nice. You have this really cool kind of like patch that shows Wilboro Revival Satchel. On the inside, let me fold it up. On the inside, it comes with a removable laptop compartment, which has this felt paneling. It's not a ton of protection, but it's enough. For me, with my laptop is kind of a squeeze in here, but with pulling the elastic on the tab, it closes up no problem. There's also a zipper right up against the felt pocket. And then you just have like this massive cavern. Skittles. You have this massive cavern here, and you could fit a ton of stuff in this compartment. And especially like if you're not even taking a laptop, maybe you're just taking an iPad in a case, you could pull this off, and then this just becomes like a huge inner capacity that you can just put a ton of stuff in. Also here you have this one little flap that is not zippered, but you have space for some things. You also have drop pockets. I put my wallet in there. I put my insulin in there. I put a couple other things in there. So let me go over some of the things that I like, some of the things that I don't like about this bag, and then you can decide if you are interested in spending the money on something like this. I feel that this is a worthy piece because I know that if I take care of this, it's going to last a long time. As soon as I got some sapphire mink oil, and I used sapphire mink oil to condition the leather, which darkened it a little bit. So when you get it, it's gonna look a little bit lighter than this, but then if you put on some good mink oil, it's gonna feel supple and soft. It's gonna just feel so nice, but it's gonna darken the color. So I love the design. I love the way it looks. This is one of the few bags that as soon as I took it out, people were giving me compliments on it in public. People at work, people at places that I go, they would be like, hey man, that's a nice bag. Where'd you get it? And I'll be like, well, it's a bag that they only make 5 of at a time, you know. But I like the design of it. So then here's the thing that one of the things I don't like, but it's nitpicky, is that to open this bag up, it's very difficult to do one-handed because with one hand, I could lift this up, right? And then if I put it down and start like maneuvering, you see, now that one closed. So like let's say I open this one up and I go to take this one, then that might work. So that's something that's kind of annoying. I want to be able to open the bag with one hand, but I've learned there's a couple other ways. One of the things that I didn't do initially is because I always baby my bags. I don't want to like manhandle it, but somebody told me that one way to do this is just like grab the flap, push it down, and then just bring it back up. Yeah, that works. I don't like manhandling my bags, but that works. The other thing I didn't like was the flap keeps closing. Like I was using the bag and the flap kept flopping over. But then I started messing around with it, and if I just kind of just push it back a little bit, then it stays perfectly fine. So those were 2 major nitpicks for me, but I was able to find pretty much quick workarounds for them. Man, look at the detail here, like with how this looks. Look at the stitching, the way the leather goes. Oh man, so that's so nice, so nice. So Lots of stuff fits in here. Laptops fit in here. I have a 14.5-inch laptop, fits perfectly, no problem. I fit all my little small doodads and stuff in here. No issues. Really do like it. Really do like it. I love this material, this UVX40. It's pretty. It's a good juxtaposition. The back is super comfortable. I really like the way this works. The strap is fantastic. One thing that I was slightly disappointed on was this. This is mil-spec solution dyed webbing. I actually had to put an extra strap keeper to make this a little bit more neat because the strap, which the tightness that I like it, the strap was kind of dangling around. But I made this a little bit tighter and now it's fine. But I always thought this was like a weird design choice. I would have liked maybe a brown strap or not nylon webbing, but maybe more leather or just some way to make this piece of it more fancy. Because you look at this bag and you're like, yes, this is a fancy bag. This is a beautiful looking bag. But then all of a sudden you have like JanSport straps. Like it was kind of weird to me. I've kind of gotten over it, but if there was a way for me to replace this with like a leather strap or something a little bit more aesthetically synchronous, then I would do that. But again, this is also tied to this hardcore awesome Cobra buckle. So yeah, let me put it on so you guys could see it and different ways that I figured how to wear the bag. So the first way that I've worn the bag is single strap. So if I don't want to ring it over my head, just single strap it. It's worked pretty fine for me. Not a big deal. It might look a little funky, you know, wearing a bag sideways like that, but people have commented on it quite a lot because of the way that I wear it. Then if you flip it over, put it over, this is what it looks like. And I like my bag a little bit high and tight, and this is how I like it. And the way that the bag fits, it's like perfect. And it feels really comfortable. There was one day that I wore it for like 2 hours straight, and it was not a problem. See, the Cobra buckle sits here, and the strap is really nice and wide. It's just like a really nice strap. There's another way that people have told me. I didn't particularly like it, but maybe your body type would be okay with it. Some people have said that if you lengthen the strap a lot more, then you can wear it like sideways briefcase mode, which that might be possible. But I haven't done it, and also I'm not a huge fan of having this be so in front of everybody. In the other ways of wearing it, it's kind of low and tucked away, but like this, it's like that's the first thing people see is just like this nylon strap. I mean, they see this cool Cobra buckle, they see this cool swiveling mechanism, that's cool, but I don't use this method too much. I normally go one strap, holding, or then over the head. So guys, this is the Wilboro Revival Satchel. It is a beautiful bag. No bag is perfect, but honestly, I think that this is a keeper and something that I am going to use for decades. And how do I know this? My wife, about 10 years ago, gave me a black leather briefcase, and I take care of that thing. And even today, it looks pretty pristine. I mean, there's some signs of wear on it, but it doesn't look like a 10-year-old bag that I've used multiple times a week. So anyways, guys, give this a look. If you're looking for a heritage piece, you know, put it on a firm. pay it in installments like I am. But yeah, give this a look and you'll appreciate it. If you do get one, let me know. I would love to hear it. All right, talk to you soon.